the 2024 Legends Festival should be happening next week, and in all honesty, I'm kind of curious to see which units we're going to get during that event, because apart from a few details we've had throughout the past few weeks, we don't really know what to expect for the rest of Legends Festival. So in this video, I'm just gonna speculate on what I would like to see during the event. So starting off with part 1, seeing that we got a free-to-play unit that was Powerful Opponent and a Zenkai that was also Powerful Opponent, something part 1 is going to be based off of Powerful Opponent. Now, I don't think it's just going to be one singular unit. Something's telling me that it's probably going to end up being 2 units, which is totally fine. But since we don't really have any specific thing for Powerful Opponent based off of, the free-to-play Sin Shenron and Zenkai Zamasu, I'm assuming that part 1 will be like 2 banners, where the first one would be Powerful Opponent and maybe GT, and the second one would be Powerful Opponent and Future. Now, in terms of what units we can see, that I don't know, because if it's Powerful Opponent and GT, the main bad guy, like the main Powerful Opponent character in that series is Omega Shenron, and we just got one recently, the green unit. So I'm not necessarily sure if it would end up being him, let alone, I don't think it'll be Super 17 because we already had an LF Super 17 this year. Same for Super Baby 2. So I really don't know what they could do with that in particular. So GT, kind of up in the air. I can't really pinpoint what character it would be because they've been knocking out a lot of the big, bad guys from GT, especially this year. But on the flip side, with Zamasu, I think Powerful Opponent and Future would be like the other banner, which could definitely work because much like with Gogeta, it's been 3 very long years since we've got, now it would be 3.5 years since we've gotten a new Fuse Zamasu half corrupted unit. There's only one in the game, right? And that same problem was shared with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta because those two were the 3rd anniversary headliners, and we just got a new Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta during this year's anniversary. So now, if we're going to be going with Powerful Opponent and Future, a new Fuse Zamasu half corrupted is the only unit I want to see for that specific thing, right? Powerful Opponent and Future. Because, yeah, we could get a new Zamasu. Yeah, we could get a new Rose, which would be cool. We could even get a new Fuse Zamasu, right? That could also work. Actually, you know what? Seeing that they finally added a fusing mechanic into the game, then I guess if it's not Fuse Zamasu half corrupted, then maybe like a fusing, Fuse Zamasu would be pretty cool. You start off with, Rose and Zamasu fight until you get your gauge up to a certain point, and then from there, fuse into Fuse Zamasu. I think that could be pretty cool. But if not anything like that, then I would just want a brand new Fuse Zamasu half corrupted unit. I just don't understand why we haven't had another one in 3.5 years. That just blows my mind. I don't get it. So that would be like what I would want to see for Powerful Opponent in Future. And again, for Powerful Opponent GT, I don't even know at this point, man. I don't think the likes of Ice and Nova would be hype worthy for anniversary / Legends Festival. So I don't know. They would really have to surprise us with that. But of course, there is always the fact of it may not even be related to Future or GT. It could just be Powerful Opponent in general, and we can get some other character. So again, I don't know what to expect, but I'm hoping that if it is related to one of those 2 things, then at least for the Future side of things, it's a new Fuse Zamasu half corrupted or a fusing Fuse Zamasu. I think those 2 would actually be pretty cool. Now, for part 2, we need a new Game Originals unit, man. I think, the only one that we got this year was Giblet, if I recall correctly. Maybe there was another one that happened this year, but I'm pretty sure the only Game Original unit that we got this year was Giblet. That was it, which was cool. It was really, really cool because he was our first dark type unit that we could actually use in the game outside of story mode. So again, cool that we got him, but I would like to see more, right? Now, of course, when it comes down to Game Originals, it could literally be anything. It could be absolutely anything. So the first summonable Game Originals unit we had was Goku and Bardock, and they just got some brand new unique equipment. So it's leading me to believe, okay, maybe part 2 could be Game Originals, right? And if that's the case, I mean, like, speculation could go anywhere. I mean, the main units I want to see for sure are Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Future Gohan, based on the scene that happened in Dragon Ball Z Universe 2. I would love to see Trunks and Broly, because that's already happened in Dokkan. Maybe like Cooler and Frieza or something, right? Like, it could really be anything when it comes down to the likes of Game Originals, right? Or actually, I think like Future Gohan with Future Trunks could honestly be really, really cool as well. Like, the possibilities are up there. But, and I remember I said this on stream when I was streaming yesterday, there's a particular Game Originals unit that if they made this like an actual thing, I would lose my mind for this, right? And also, I just want to note that this is potential spoilers for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. The game has been out for a month. If you have not experienced this at this point, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's been like over a month, actually. But if they were to give us Gohan Black and he can transform into Ultimate Gohan Black for a Game Originals unit, I would lose my mind. I mean, it's not as if there's no way to like cross over a character from Sparking Zero into Dragon Ball Legends, right? And everybody was hyped when they saw Gohan Black and even Ultimate Gohan Black. Let alone the fact that when you fused with Gohan Black and Fused Zamasu, yes, they turned into Fused Zamasu, but he had a different hairstyle, right? To show the difference between when Zamasu fused with Goku and when Zamasu fused with Gohan. I don't think a lot of people picked up on that, but even so, I would love for Gohan Black to be a Game Originals like unit in Dragon Ball Legends. I think that would be really, really cool, especially like it's, you know, Legends Festival, so he would be an LF unit. So it's, I would love to see that happen. That's really all I got to say about that. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but I would love to see that happen. And another thing I would like to see would be, again, if you haven't experienced this in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, it's been out for over a month. Spoilers, I guess, going ahead. But I would love to see a Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan Trunks unit as well. Doing, I don't know if it was like Final Flash that they were both doing, but I think that would actually be really cool as well, because that happened in Sparking Zero, but obviously that's not something that's ever happened. So seeing stuff like that where like the possibilities are endless, so your imagination can kind of just like run wild, would be really, really cool. So Game Originals, kind of up in the air, but the main ones that I personally want to see would be Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Future Gohan, Trunks and Broly. I think that would be really, really cool. And Gohan Black. Those would be the 3 that I would absolutely love to see in the game for Legends Festival. And in terms of part 3, I don't know, man. Like, part 3, okay, I guess as we get closer to part 3, we can probably start forming stronger opinions on who the Ultra unit could be. But the reason why it's so hard right now to like figure out is because, one, it's literally the part 3 is at the end of the year, so trying to guess it now makes no sense. But 2, we kind of have everything as an Ultra unit at this point. I mean, we have various forms of Goku. We have pretty much all the fusions at this point. We have a lot of the hype bad guys as Ultra units. I don't know what else they could do. I mean, an Ultra Fused Zamasu Ha Corrupted would be pretty cool, but in terms of anniversary or like Legends Festival tier, I've heard people say that they want to see UI Goku get an Ultra unit because he hasn't had a unit in 2.5 years because he was the main headliner for the 4th anniversary. But I mean, realize that if we were to get him as an Ultra unit, he has to be even more broken than when Ultra UI Sign Goku released. So, which, I mean, it would make sense. But when it comes down to fusions, I mean, again, like I said, Fused Zamasu would be the only one that I could think of. I mean, I don't think people would be like crazy hyped for Kefla now. I mean, maybe, who knows? But I mean, we have Super Vegito. Super Gogeta was the first summonable Ultra. We have Vegito Blue, Gogeta Blue, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So the only thing we're missing in terms of like the super hype fusions would be base Vegito, base Gogeta, and then yeah, just fuse a monster, really. That's it. And if you do want to throw Kefla into the mix, you can throw her into the mix as well. But there's not really much else left when it comes down to fusions for Ultra units that haven't already been done as of this moment. So I don't know. Like, as of right now, I think a good, like, safe default would be the likes of UI Goku being the next Ultra unit. But if they pull something, like, out of, like, left field and we just have, like, we weren't really expecting it, then sure, then I think that would be fine. But as of right now, I'll default to UI Goku, but when we get closer to, like, part 3 of Legends Festival, then I'll be able to form a more concrete opinion on that. But again, that's the point of this video. It's nothing but speculation. I could be right about a few things. I could be wrong about everything. Totally fine. But I do want to know what you guys think we'll be getting for Legends Festival 2024 for part 1, part 2, and part 3 would be in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.